What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails Through Daybreak. Last time, we finally made our way to Langport for our next chapter of activities, digging up info on the Genesis and Almata, while also helping out, whoever requests us to show up. So this time, we're going to start looking around for info. Looks like our buddy is here. Hadrich. Finally, the Eastern... Oh, wait, this is a different guy. The other guy wears glasses, I think. Eastern Quarter at last. This place is beautiful and exotic in all the right ways. It's a far cry from any town or city in the Empire, but in a good way. Though it is a little different from what I expected. I heard the people had pet pandas. What? I also heard about a festival where folks dress up as dragons and dance till sundown. Who in the hell fed him that bull crap? Bro, I think you're in the wrong era. But yeah, so let's start looking around. So Hadrich is probably an NPC from the Cold Steel games we probably might have met. I'm being pursued by an organization over a certain package, okay? I don't see anything that looks super urgent. Me neither. We have our pick of the litter. Something Maravan? Nah, I was just thinking back on old times. When I first came here, I was just a greenhorn, and now I'm the one leading greenhorns on my return trip. Life comes at you fast in both good and bad ways. Abby once told me the very same thing to me. I had no idea what he meant, and I still don't, but that's okay. I always love hearing wise old man sayings. I'll pretend I didn't hear the old man part. Anyway, let's get to work. We'll probably run into some familiar faces along the way. Well, yeah, we know Mr. Car Racer is here, too. So it's gonna be like before, where we're gonna have several, It's gonna be one of those things where it's like, oh, you have 3 jobs, you need to finish at least 2 of them to progress the story. Jinghua long cut noodles, okay. Moshi strap. Oh yeah, this is important dialogue, hold on. Hee hee, hey there, young man, interested in buying some souvenirs? Get some mega cheap medicinal herbs, affordable fortune vases, and other stuff that's exclusive to my shop. We've even got Moshi merch in stock. I'm so arranged with the ladies. Oh, and don't listen to those morons who say he's just a ripoff of some mascot from Crossbell. They're just trying to drag Moshi's good name. It's definitely not trying to be Mishi. So these things aren't Mishi, but they look so alike. Though I suppose it'd be strange for a shop to be selling Crossbell theme park goods. He really fooled you, didn't he? If he kept his mouth shut, he might have gotten a sale. Well, you can buy his stuff if you want, just know he only sells knockoff goods. Could still be useful, though. No, we're good. Let's take a look. Grimcats. The Colon group. Ziffa takes the grand stage. Verne Company. Verne Company is one of the big names. Like the Rhineford group. Grimcats. Musical culture. Alright. I'm so confused what's supposed to be what. Like, we're obviously, you know, let's talk to this lady. Is this the lady for our 4SPG? Old Lady Pal. Okay, so we won't talk to her just yet. So it's like a permanent increase, I guess. Hey man, how's it hanging? Van, what's it been, 4 years? Come on, I was here 2 years ago for work. Haha, oh me and my memory. You still day drinking or what? Hey, I'm living on the straight and narrow now. Nearly getting swindled while drunk out of my gourd was the last straw. If you hadn't bailed me out, I probably wouldn't have this store or much else to my name. Nowadays, me and booze only get together once the moon is up. Not that the wife really sees a difference when I'm doing it. Hahaha. Well, at least you got that going for you. My old girl is all well and good, but what about you? Strutting around town with a doll on each arm. Asshat, you know that ain't how it is. Hello. Good afternoon. Anyways, we're here to ask you about something. Take a look at this. Ever seen anything like it? Oh, why'd you take a picture of it? Won't always be safe to show people the real thing. Can't say I have. It's clearly old and of superb craftsmanship, though. Is it a pocket watch? Nah, it's an orbment. No rumors about anything like this floating around. Anything helps. It was way back, but there was a rumor about a fancy orbital watch being sold off. Then there's a long stretch of no news at all. Until just recently, I heard of something matching the description being sold down by the docks. Any idea who sold it in the first place? Couldn't tell you. But maybe the fact that even I don't know ought to tell you something. No kidding. If an expert like you has told you in the dark, something must be going on here. Well, whatever it is, thanks for the tip. Anytime. Good luck out there, Van. Nice old man. Alright, what else we got? I guess it wouldn't hurt to handle this lady's request right now in case the story goes too far, so let's talk to her first. Van, is that really you? Oh, it's been much too long. Have you gotten taller? You have, haven't you? I, don't think so. Wasn't that long ago I last dropped by. Who's this nice lady, Van? This is Pao. She helped me big time when I was first starting out. She ran an inn back in the day, but she closed it down. How's retirement treating you? Quite well, in fact. It's nice to take things easy for once. Though I still lend an ear to those in need, I rather enjoy helping the young ones along their journey. You sound just like someone I know. There's a wise old lady in a village near mine. Hey, makes me feel warm and fuzzy knowing there's other people just like her. But I'm here for the side quest. Hey, we're here to look into that Neil guy's request. Ho ho, good to hear. He's in quite a bind, so he could use your help. So, he a friend of yours or something? Not quite. Neil is a traveler of sorts. He had this troubled look on his face, so I called out to him. That's when I learned he was being pursued by Heiyu. It all seemed like a big misunderstanding, so I wanted to assist him however I could. What? How did he become a target of Heiyu? Did he do something bad? I think it'd be faster if you heard the details straight from the horse's mouth. Also, you never know who may be listening out here. Then how about we meet in our room back at the Guihua Fandian? Doubt Heiyu would be able to eavesdrop on us there. An excellent idea. I'll tell Neil to head over right away. Or would that be a problem? You want me to contact him now or later? Well, let's do it. Go right ahead. Very well then. It's a pleasure to meet you all. My name is Neil. Hi, Neil. And I'm Van from Arkride Solutions. These two are my assistants. Let's get right into it. Can you give us the details of your request? We heard from Pao you're being pursued by Heiyu. Yeah, that's right. I can't even walk around outside. And it's all because of this stupid package. Can you tell us what's inside of it? Yeah, I checked the contents when I got it, and it's full of Central Eastern sweets. However, when I looked into it more with Pao, we discovered it has a detachable bottom which hides a white powder. I think it's some kind of narcotic. A narcotic? Drugs! Heiyu's banned the trade of drugs in Langport. No wonder they're after you. I can tell you aren't a dealer based on how you're talking about this. So how'd you get your hands on that case? It's a long story, but I don't mind telling you if it'll help. It all started 4 days ago when I was still in the Central East. Traveling around the world is a hobby of mine, you see. But just as my trip was coming to an end, I ran into someone. This person asked me if I wanted to do a simple job for them, which was to take this case back with me to the Republic. And you accepted it? Of course, I had no way of knowing it had narcotics inside. I thought it'd be easy money, and I was excited at the prospect of turning my hobby into paid work. I was told to deliver this case to Langport, and that's why I'm here now. Before I could make the delivery, though, Heiyu started chasing me. I had no idea what was going on. I probably would have gotten myself caught if Pao not hid me. That's a fine mess you laying yourself in. The old lady's dragged herself into it, too. Okay, so that covers how you got here. I want to know more about the orders you were given regarding the case. Your answer could change how we deal with this issue dramatically. Well, there's been recent development regarding that. The person who gave me the job contacted me a few hours ago. After I told them that Heiyu was chasing me, they gave me more orders. They told me to drop the case off at a designated time and place. Sounds like they want to do a handoff. They must have started panicking when they heard that Heiyu was on their tracks. So what should we do from here? Simple. We take the goods and do the exchange instead. We'll lure the guy out of the shadows and hand them off to Heiyu. End of story. Huh? Are you insane? That's suicide. It's a risky plan, but I don't see any other alternative. If you want us to properly get rid of the drugs and ensure your safety, this is the only way. I volunteer myself to handle the transfer. I think that would be a good experience for me. They might let their guard down when they see a kid doing the transfer. Alright, this one's all yours, Farida. Roger. Okay, let's hurry to the drop-off point. You stay here. I'd rather you not wander around until we get you off the hook. Works for me. The designated location is the park area in Newtown. They said they put a case under one of the benches. They said to put the case under one of the benches facing the sea. Good luck out there, you guys. Yeah, no problem. We're just gonna let a 13-year-old... Actually, shouldn't it say in her info? Yeah, it should say here, right? It showed us when we first looked at her stuff. Hold on. I don't know if we can look. I could have sworn there's a way to look at the info. Well, whatever. She's either 13 or 14. I forget which. She's a young warrior. Yeah, so the drop-off point is in Newtown, which we can't go to yet. They're not letting us go there. So we gotta wait till we finish gathering info here first. So let's head down this way. Hello, kitty. Very nice water. The bar gambit. Well, look what the cat dragged in. You should know better than to come to a place like this. Hey, girlies, how about we buy you two a drink? Once again, 13 and 16. Yeah, we'll treat you with the tasty stuff. What? Items above, you're gonna break it. Go easy on them, kiddo. Just a couple of lousy drunks. Are you sure?
こら、酔っ払いが何やってるの？お客さんにちょっかいを出すなら店から叩き出すわよ。
Aw, come on, Hallie. We were just trying to spook him. The little one nearly took my arm clean off.
自業自得でしょ。
A familiar name for those who pay attention to all of the book material we had in the earlier games, but we'll go into that in a second. She's right, you know. What kind of loser almost gets their arm broken by a kid? That guy. Bwahahaha. Times may change, but the drunks here stay the
船乗り
same.
も多いから丘に上がると思わずはしゃぎたくなるのよ。ごめんね、多めに見てあげて。
Of course. Reminds me of the grown-ups back home who couldn't handle their drinks. Nice seeing you, Hallie.
あなたもね、バン。また厄介事を頼まれたそうじゃない。
Oh, you two know each other?
とりあえず奥へどうぞ。
Hallie Coleman.
私は春。ここのウェイトですよ。たまに外でディーラーの仕事もするけど。
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Agnes Claudel. I work for Van's company part-time too. Well, it's actually kind of complicated. My name's Farida Al-Fayed. I'm here to train and pay back Van for his help.
よろしくね。どこでこんな可愛い女子を見つけたの？
Right? Life's been real weird to me lately, okay? So, your partner hanging around here somewhere, or did he finally kick the bucket?
そこでくたばってるよ。
誰がくたばってるだ？二日酔いってだけだっつうの。
I'll wait for his introduction before we talk about who he is and why we know him. Since last meeting in person, yeah.
にしても美少女二人も助手に雇うとは、お前も偉くなったもんだな。
Shut it. Jack Trevor.
俺はジャック・トレバー。ここらのカジノでは知らねえ奴がいねえ凄腕のギャンブラーだ。
Alright, so now that he said it, Jack and Hallie are from the Gambler Jack books we had in the Sky games. There was Gambler Jack and there was Gambler Jack 2. So they are the characters from those books. And you also, there's one of the mini games in Trails in the Sky the Third where you play against Jack. It's nice to meet you, sir. Wow, you must be quite skilled. I know it's hard to believe, but he's telling the truth. So yeah, it's kind of crazy that we learned about Jack and Hallie all the way back in the Sky games, but this is the first time we actually see them in person. These two have a real reputation as a gambling duo. Ooh, that's
コンビ
exciting.
を組んだつもりはねえんだが。
なんか言った？
They travel around to casinos all over the place, which lets them trade all the info they pick up along the
あ
way.
くまで副業だがな。
それを言うならジャックの本業は無職になるじゃない。
俺にはギャンブラーという立派な本業がだな。
Is it really?
はいはい。それで、バン、何が聞きたいの？
2 years back, I started hearing about some guy, but apparently he's a real local celebrity these days. The name's Aaron Way. Ring any bells? Ever the lucky sleuth, aren't you? As it happens, this bar is one of his usual haunts. Really? Can you tell us about him? According to Ashen, he sounds like quite the character. He's always one bad fight away from ending up injured, but that never say die attitude is part of his charm. You'll be hard-pressed to find anyone talking poorly about him around here. He's a hot-blooded guy for sure. It'd be easy to brand him as a no-good gang leader. But honestly, those kids will be way worse off without him. Even old folks give him kudos for keeping things in line. Ain't that something? Pretty good gambler, too. Sometimes he'll challenge me and Hallie to a game. Believe it or not, he wins a third of the time. You're kidding. Don't talk like you haven't given me a run for my mirror, too. The more I hear about Aaron, the more he reminds me of Van. Difference is Aaron's actually got looks. Now that I think about it, Van's what you get if you combine Jack and Aaron. The hell's that supposed to mean? Let's talk about what's really wrong here. Jack's face? Fair, but I meant something more important. Come on. Bet you guys know about the Mesodome Trading Company, right? Tell me, what are the odds Aaron gives up on running them out of town? 0. Way I see it, you've got 2 options. 1, take care of business before the kid goes and does something crazy. 2, make him compromise with you. Both sound rather difficult. And how's A doing? They're more unhinged than Aaron, that's for sure. Word is, the thugs they're hiring are the worst of the worst. They haven't shown their faces in the Eastern Quarter since Aaron whooped their butts. It's hard to rest easy, though, with them still hanging around the other districts. They're clearly planning something. I know the guild's got their eyes peeled, but I'm not sure there's much they can do. Speaking of which, I hear you've been getting buddy-buddy with the Bracers lately. What's up with that? You gonna visit the branch in town? Vermati must have told you, huh? I'm just picking up some slack for them, that's all. Whatever you say. With all this going on, I've got to wonder what Heiyu is thinking. We're more or less safe since this bar's a neutral zone, but otherwise, Heiyu runs the show around here. And let me tell you, some of their elders are real monsters, not to mention Sao Lee. Yeah, we can't get too comfortable around that guy. I'd say it's good he's in Crossbow right now, but he's probably there to call up Yin. So, Risha. Figures. Yin? I feel like I've heard the name before. The legendary Young Shu. An assassin of sorts. Some call Yin the demon of the Eastern Quarter. Supposedly, they moved over to Crossbow a few years back. Well, yeah, because now she works essentially with the SSS. They haven't been nearly as active, but Yin's name always pops up when something big is going down. She's also, you know, an actress, so... Huh. Wonder if my people have fought with them before. Were I a betting man, I'd say the demon ain't the only ace up their sleeve either. Assuming the rumors I've heard are true, of course. Ugh, don't make me think about all that creepy shit. All I know is this. This town's on a collision course with bloodshed. Unless something's done, at least. Let me know if you hear anything, alright? Will do. You're staying at the Guiha Fandian, right? Shame we couldn't squeeze in a game or two. Gotta save that for off hours. Don't want to corrupt the kiddos, you know. Please visit again sometime. I'll make sure you get a warm welcome next time. Yeah, well, what's with all these older men? Like, you got Maximin than them trying to pick up these underage girls. Thank you, we will. I want to hear lots of old stories about Van. Oh, I've got some real juicy ones. Better keep those to yourself, you hear? Okay, I think that's all the info we're gonna get here. Next stop is Newtown. Wasn't that the first place we went to when we arrived in Langport? Yep, it's just over the bridge, so we can just walk right on over. Don't need to take the car. I wonder who that is. Hello again. Oh, it's Ashen. Didn't think we'd be hearing from you again so soon. Did the situation take a turn for the worse? No, don't worry, that's not why I'm calling. I actually wanted to give you all a request. Oh, gotcha. Then give me the details. I'll decide if the job's right for us. Alrighty, here's the rundown. There's a problem in the tourist area managed by Heiyu. A dangerous monster showed up out of nowhere, so tours are being put on hold. And you need us to take care of it? I heard Heiyu's on guard because of Almada, so I'm guessing their hands are a bit tied at the moment. And if they turn to the guild, it seemed like they couldn't handle problems on their own turf. Got an image to protect, right? You got it. Think you can handle this? I'll pay above the guild's rate. Well, I think it meets our standards, but we got a packed schedule. I gotta see if we have time to fit it in. Of course, if you don't have the time, then that's perfectly fine. We'll be able to take care of it by ourselves eventually, but we'd just rather have matters settled sooner rather than later. The ferryman by the wharf in the Eastern Quarter will fill you in on specifics if you decide to take the job. Taking on a big monster sounds like it'd be a fun change of pace. That qualifies as a fun change of pace to you? That's mildly concerning. Either way, if we got the time to do it, we should. Might be worth dropping by Newtown to get our equipment in order. So, even though they changed things up, it's still more or less the same. You got your usual requests where you're going with, you know, to deal with monsters or helping people with their problems, which usually just end up being a bunch of different cutscenes with a decision at the end. But that's how it's always been for most of the series since we were bracers back in Libero. Alright, well, we're already over here, so we may as well, yeah, you know what? It is probably good for us to get our equipment in order first. So we gotta walk over to the Newtown area. So what else? Newtown is up there. Yep, may as well. Yeah, once we have access to Newtown, we'll be able to come back whenever we want. Yep, up this way. Those NPCs were talking about Aaron. This side of town is so different than the Eastern Quarter. There's even a movie theater here. As I recall, this is all part of a new development effort. Yeah, back in the day, all that was here was the port down south. But after Calvard went democratic and the Orbital Revolution happened, things started changing around here. Oh, I guess that's why it's the second biggest city in the country. I mean, just look at that huge building. Langport Trade Center. That's the Langport Trade Center. Some people just call it the Great Spire, though. Don't think we'll have much to do there for this job. Anywho, let's check the bulletin board and get moving. Oh, hi, Marielle. Oh, aren't you that reporter from Tyrell Times? She a friend of yours? Not exactly. We just bumped into Little Miss Tryhard a few times now. Business as usual. You getting in trouble again? You're using your off time for work? That's dedication. That's some... There it is. That's some dedication. I'm surprised she knows what's going on. I guess Dingo mentioned that she has good luck. Good luck and a good nose, apparently. Well, have fun with that piece. She's following us. Just ignore her. She's still following us. She's not even trying to hide it either. Alright, what gives? If you're hunting for dirt on Giacomo, I'm fresh out. No way, that's yesterday's news. Care to explain why you're glomming onto us then? Don't mind if I do. Here's an analogy. If trouble is monsters, then you're Sepith. While you don't necessarily cause trouble yourselves, you certainly seem to attract it. So if I follow you, I'm bound to find my next big scoop. Just pretend I'm not here and go about your business as usual, okay? Like hell we will. Actually, I'm feeling generous. Let me throw you a bone. There's an important person in Langport right now. Take a gander. Oh, he's actually not lying this time. Maxim Lugan? Oh, it's the guy who really likes himself. Van, what is a superstar like that doing here? Can't say. I got client confidentiality to uphold, you know. But I'm sure it goes without saying that it ain't normal for a guy like that to be wandering around a place like this all by his lonesome. Very true. Unfortunately, we got too much on our plate to keep an eye on him. So if we gotta give up our lead, why not pass it to a friend of Dingo's? I want to write about politics, though. This sounds like something fit for a tabloid. You got a sports section, don't you? Besides, maybe getting a scoop here will get you the transfer you've been looking for. Plus, I bet you'll understand Dingo better if you give his line of work a try. You make a compelling case, Spriggan. I'm no expert on reporting celebrity news, but I'll pursue this story with journalistic integrity and respect for the subject's privacy. Just you wait, Dingo. I'll catch up to you before you know it. That's the spirit. Anywho, good luck out there. Thanks for the lead. She really... Today's a breakout article. Tomorrow, the Pulitzer Prize. What a charming person. She can't be much older than me, right? She's a reporter, so it's safe to say she's at least 20. More importantly, you did it again. A little fibbing won't hurt. Won't get her a story either, though. Oh well, time's a-wasting. Let's go check out the job board. Aye aye. Poor Marielle. She's the complete opposite of, what's her name? Grace. Grace is, like, very smart and she knows how to get around stuff, whereas Marielle is still trying to learn. I mean, even Niall is much better at his job than Marielle is right now. Home from Irashian. I heard Archive Solutions from one of the guides here. Serve as a tour guide. Looks like there's more. I heard you have knowledge of Eastern martial arts. Okay. Who's texting me? I forgot to tell you where the dummy company's at. I just sent along the info. Feel free to scout it out. I wouldn't recommend charging in guns blazing, though. So that's where it is. Is something the matter? No, Jack just gave me the location of Messeldom Trading Company. What? We're heading there now? Are we going to blow the door down? I'll prepare explosives then. Don't do that. I'd rather not get arrested for arson. I just want to take a look at the building. We ain't in any rush, though. The location's on our map apps, so we can check it out after finishing some requests. Okay, so we have a lot to do here, so may as well get started. Probably at least keep going for another 10 minutes. So, we've got two things going on down here. I think this is the park Neil was talking about. Yeah, he was told to put the goods on one of the benches facing the ocean. Alright, it's my time to shine. We'll be right here if anything happens. Be ready for anything, alright? Understood. Beginning operation. Isn't that facing away from the ocean? We've got eyes on target. What should we do? We'll follow at a distance. In the second game, like this isn't a story spoiler, I'll just say there's gonna be follow quests like this, but you'll actually, it's like an actual like mini game, so it's kind of cool. In this game, it's obviously just like, okay, we jump to the next cutscene. Here's the goods. Excellent work. The delivery person was switched out, yes? Yeah, they got a kid to do the exchange. Doesn't look like Heiyu's noticed a thing. I think we're in the clear. So he's the guy who wanted the drugs. He hasn't noticed us yet. I think they're alone too. Should we charge in? Yeah, let's go. Seize them. Well, Heiyu showed up. Huh? Damn it, how'd they find us out? You must have screwed up. Unhand me at once, you Heiyu scum. Heiyu? Ugh, I didn't even realize they were behind us. Why do I feel like we were made into pawns? Neil must have been the bait. I thought it was weird that he managed to give Heiyu the slip. Well, either way, you're doing us a solid here. Saves us the trouble of bringing them in ourselves. Heh, we're always happy to clean up the trash. Thank you for your assistance. We were lucky that he issued a request to you. Now then, we will ask that you hand Neil over to us. He's a material witness and a suspect. But he got caught up in all this by accident. Neil had no knowledge of the drugs. He doesn't even deserve to be punished for this. That's for us to decide. Our job is to judge, yours is to comply. I'll ask you one more time. Will you hand Neil over to us? The whole point of this request was to save our client. Giving over to Heiyu would be like throwing him to the wolves. The way I see it, we got two choices. We try and persuade him, or we fight. Let's go with the persuasion. Okay, let's try that. Sorry, but I don't think we have to comply. Our view is that our client shouldn't be judged for this. We are at an impasse then. Yeah, so how about we compromise? We ask that you don't lay a hand on our client. You're a fool if you think we'd agree to that. Let me finish. In return, he'll be banned from Langport for a little while. We'll let you decide how long the ban lasts. How's that sound? Who do these outsiders think they are? Very well, we can't deny your proposal, but only because you're the Liu family's honored guests. Wait, really? Neil is banned from entering Langport for 1 year. Should he breach this agreement, we will pass judgment on him. Sounds good. Phew, what a relief. So at least we don't give him up. What? You negotiate with Heiyu? The Heiyu? Yeah, you're banned from entering Langport for the next year. Just to be safe, you should probably leave the city as soon as you can. I see. That's unfortunate, but it's not a huge deal. I'm not even a resident of this city. I'm just glad I won't have to be looking over my shoulder anymore. Thank you so much. Hope you've learned your lesson. No more sketchy gigs, alright? Of course, of course. I'm happy things worked out for the best. I knew you and your assistants would get the job done, Van. Consider this a small token of my gratitude. Thank you. Wow, sweets. Thanks so much. Come on now, I ain't a kid anymore. As far as I'm concerned, you still are. It's not every day I get to see Van be treated like a kid. I'll wire the money to you guys soon. Again, thank you all very much. That includes you, too, pal. I surely would have been snatched away by Heiyu had you not stepped in. Might be a year or so before I can stop by to visit. But I'll make sure to bring some souvenirs from home when I do. I'll be looking forward to it. Take care, everyone. Alright, cool. We handled that. Obviously, we would have increased our chaos if we had fought. Yeah, if we had fought. Alright, let's go back to Newtown. There's still a few jobs for us to handle, but I do want to upgrade our gear. So let's head over to where the shops are, for one. Not down there. You said pasta. Vittorino pasta. Didn't they say, oh, shops are over here. All right. Here we go. Ooh, nice. For Kincaid. There's gotta be a weapon shop on this floor, right? Love how they didn't even bother localizing. I know it's supposed to be Heiyu, so it's good that it actually looks like that. Give me that. Yeah, let's get some armor. And then some shoes. This is definitely good for Fairy. Alright. That's fine gear-wise. What's over here? Oh, okay, you're just a, they're an orbment, thing. Alright. We're actually gonna end things here. So, next time, we're gonna head back to, well, actually, we can just, let's just head back there. Well, first let me do that, actually. So, let's head back to Eastern Quarter. And next time, we will try to handle the rest of our side objectives for the first day here before the story progresses. And we'll obviously start off by hopping on this boat to go handle the wanted monster. So look forward to that. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.